UFC 279 is here. September 10th is this weekend. Khamzat Chimaev takes on Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz is being highly overlooked in this fight, and I'll tell you why. Everything we need to know about Khamzat Chimaev thus far in his career, the most that we've learned from him is in his fight against Gilbert Burns. In that fight, we learned three things. We learned that he gets tired. If you watch the fight, you see in the third round, he got tired. Granted, he was not scheduled for 5 rounds. I give him that. Fair enough. But in the 3-round fight he was scheduled for, he got tired. I challenge you to show me a fight, 3 rounds or 5, where Nate Diaz got tired. Nate Diaz runs marathons. He keeps in shape, not just marathons, but triathlons, and he keeps in shape year-round. Nate Diaz doesn't get tired. Khamzat Chimaev got cracked by Gilbert Burns a few times. The 2 main punches that Gilbert Burns landed in that fight was the lead left hook and the overhand right. The overhand right is what did most of the damage. It dropped Chimaev twice. And if he didn't drop him the second time, he most certainly staggered him. So he showed that he can be hit, and he showed he can be hurt. Another thing, and this was a key thing, Gilbert Burns was dropped in the first round by a jab from Chimaev. But when Chimaev went for follow-up ground and pound strikes, Gilbert Burns attempted an armbar. When he went for the armbar, Chimaev did not like that. Once he escaped the armbar, he had 2 options. He could have A, stayed on top and continued looking for ground and pound, or B, get up and make Gilbert Burns stand up. He chose option B. He even said in the post-fight press conference, go ahead, this stuff is all, available for you guys to watch and look up and verify. In the post-fight press conference, he said, I did not like that armbar attempt. I did not want any parts of that, so I wanted to make him stand back up. So he was reluctant to deal with the black belt level elite jiu-jitsu of Gilbert Burns. You know who has black belt level elite jiu-jitsu? This guy. You know who has better boxing than Gilbert Burns? This guy. You know who's got better cardio than both of those guys? This guy, Nate Diaz. So that's the cardio, the boxing, and the jiu-jitsu advantage all going to Nate Diaz. Remember, Andre Ward has issued high praise. This is Andre Ward speaking, one of the greatest boxers of all time, speaking about Nate Diaz's boxing and how Nate Diaz helped him prepare for fights. Nate Diaz has been through it all. He's seen it all. He's the more experienced fighter, and I truly think people are overlooking him. I personally can't wait for Saturday.